Hello guys, in this video we will learn about fragment and we will see how to use the Jetpack navigation component and we'll see how to use the navigation graph in this. So basically a fragment is a reusable UI. If you have a multi-screen app, you need to create a multiple activity. So instead of creating multiple activity, you can create a multiple fragment which is lighter than activity, and then you can use the code and you can use it as a activity. So a fragment has its own life cycle as same as activity. Here I have created small application which basically will tell you how to use the fragment, how to implement those things. So here I have a simple screen which is a fragment. So here it is written as this is a home fragment, and I have a button here which says me go to data fragment. So when I click this, I am navigated to the data fragment, and here I have go to home fragment, and then here I get a back button. So when I click either of this, I'll get navigated back to my home screen. So here I am coming back, and when I go here and I'm coming back. So yeah, this is a simple app. Let's see how to create such app using fragment. So we'll create a new project. So I'll go to file, new project, and I'll select an empty activity, click next, and just name it as fragment YT, and then let me finish it. Wait until the Gradle is built. Okay, so the Gradle is built and we have our main activity Kotlin file, and then we have the activity main XML here. So we need to add some dependencies to use the navigation component. So I have copied it already. I'll just paste these three things which will be given in the description as well. So we are done with that and we will just sync this. Okay, now we are ready to create the fragments. Before creating a fragment, I have to create a navigation graph. So for that, I will go inside my resource. I'll right click resource, new, and then Android resource directory. I'll change the resource type to navigation and click OK. So my navigation directory is created. I'll right click here. I'll create a new navigation resource file, and then I'll just name it as my nav and then click OK. So here we are having our navigation graph. Now we need to add fragments into this. So here we have a small icon with the plus symbol, new destination. We'll click that and then we will create a new destination. We'll create a blank fragment. We'll click next, and then the fragment name will be home fragment, and then let's finish it. So here we have our home fragment. So this will be our starting fragment. Let's add another fragment. I'll create a new fragment and I'll name it data fragment, and then I'll finish it. So I have the data fragment as well. Now we need to link this. So from here we'll click and here we will drag it to this. So we are making a link connection here, and then from this we will connect to back to this, so that when we click from here we are navigated to here, and then when we are clicking back, so we are going back here. Okay, so we are done with the navigation, and then we have our fragments here. If you see the layout, you will have the layout for your fragment as well. Now we will go to the fragments. So here you will be having many code which is written already. We don't need all this, so I'll remove all this. I'll just keep only the on create view, and remaining everything I'll just remove it. So this is all we need, and then I'll do same thing for the data fragment as also. Okay, now we are done with our fragment also. Now let's add the fragment in our activity main. So we'll go open the main activity XML, and I'll just remove this text view. I'll open the design and let's search nav host fragment. So we have this here, nav host fragment. I'll drag and drop this here. So here I have the navigation graph. So my nav, I'll just click onto it and then click OK. So here we have our fragment. I'll just constrain it vertically and horizontally, and then I'll just give the ID as fragment. Okay, so we are done with our activity main design. Now we'll open our home fragment, and then here inside you can see we are already having hello blank fragment which is already there. We will just change it to home fragment, and then we will change this layout to constraint layout. So I'll just make it a constraint layout, and I'll add a button as well. Okay, here I have created my home fragment layout. Now let's create the data fragment layout also. So we'll just do the same thing. Okay, so here we have created our both fragment layouts, and then we have in our activity XML we have a nav host fragment. Okay, so now we have to just connect our fragments into our main activity. So we will open our main activity. So inside our onCreate function we have to create a nav controller. So I'll just add a private late init var nav controller as nav controller, and inside our onCreate function we have to create our nav host fragment. So I'll just add nav host fragment also. So nav host fragment equal to support fragment manager, and then find view fragment by id. We will give the id here of our fragment. So this id is basically which is in our main activity. So this one we will be giving here, and we will tell as nav host fragment, and then here we will initialize the value for our nav controller. So nav controller equal to nav host fragment dot nav controller. So this much is enough to view our fragment into our main activity. So when we click our button which is in our home fragment, so when we click this button we need to go to our data fragment. So for that we will go to our home fragment, and then we will return this later. So I'll just add val view equal to inflator, and then I'll just return view. Okay, so in fragment we have to return the view inside our onCreate view function. Here we will just set onClick listener for our button and then navigate to our fragment data. So for that I will create a button view. So button equal to view dot find view by id button, and then it will be button. So r dot id dot button, and then we'll tell button dot set on click listener, and then we will have to navigate. So to navigate we will use find nav controller, and we'll tell navigate. We will give the id. So r dot id dot from home, we have home fragment to data fragment. So here we have this action home fragment to data fragment. We will just click this, and done. That is all we need to do to navigate to the other fragment. So similar thing we will be doing in our data fragment also. So we will go to our data fragment. Find nav controller dot navigate r dot id dot. Now we have to go from data to home. So here we have data to home. So yeah, this is it. We will just run the app and we'll see what's happening. Okay, so the Gradle is built, and then we have this screen here. So this is our home fragment, which is our fragment here, and fragment XML is shown here, and we have this go to data fragment here as well. Now let's click on to this. So we are going to our fragment of data. Data fragment is shown here, and then we have the same thing, go to home fragment. So yeah, so these both are working here. Now when we click the back button, so everything is coming back. So basically here what's happening, we have a stack. Okay, so you might be knowing of stack. So for example, you have 3 activities. When you add one activity, so when you open an activity, it is getting pushed into your stack, and then when you navigate to another activity, it is pushed on top of that stack. Okay, so when you click the back button, it will just pop out from the last. So here, now let me show you again, fragment YT. So here, this is my activity. When I click back, it will go back to the home page. So yeah, it is going back to the home page. And now when I click to the go to data fragment, so here the data fragment is there. When I click back, it is going back to home fragment, and then when I click this, it will go back to the home screen. So when I click this 3 times, it will be removed 3 times. Home fragment, again data fragment, and then home fragment. When I click back, it will go back to the home screen. So basically there is a stack and it get pushed into the stack, and then when you click the back button, it will just pop out one by one. So to overcome that, so for that we will go to our main activity, and then after our onCreate function, we have to override function on support navigate up. So we will click that, and then we have this here. So in this return, we have to add a thing. We will have our nav controller dot navigate up or super on support navigate up. So this is all we need to do that thing to get our back button. And before this, we have to set up action bar with nav controller, and then nav controller. Yeah. So this is it. We need to get that action bar in our fragment. So let's run this application. It's built. Okay. Now when I click to go to data fragment, you can see the changes here. So when I click this, here we have this fragment data. So when I click back, it is going back. Okay, so this also works and this also works, but still the stack is not emptied. Okay, so when I click, it keeps going back. So to make that also, we have something called back stack. So we'll go to our navigation, and then here we have my nav XML. So basically from data fragment, when we go back, we have to pop out every fragments which has been created after that. So we will click this. Here we will have pop-up behavior. So inside our pop-up 2, we will click our home fragment. So it will just pop up to home fragment, and then here we will just give it true here. So we have what we have done inside our data fragment. So this in this arrow, we have given a pop-up behavior. So pop up to home fragment, and then pop up to inclusive true we have given it. So you can see the code as well. So here we have data fragment, yeah, pop up to home fragment, and pop up inclusive true. So these both are added. So it basically removes or pop out everything which is in between, and then when you click back from this, it only this will be appeared and no other thing. And when you click back again, you will be redirected to home screen. You can check it out. I'll just run the application again. Okay, now when I click to go to data fragment, and then I'll just click go to home fragment, and again I'll click go to data fragment, and then when I click here home fragment, and then when I click back, we are going to our home page. So it will work every time. So I'm clicking here and I'm in data. When I click back here, I'm going to home fragment, and when I click back, I'm going back. So that is all about it. Now to change the name, we will go to our my nav XML, and inside we have the label. So here we can just write it as home, and then here we will just write it as data. Now let's run this app. Basically in the action bar, the name will get changed. So here we have the home, and then here we have data. So that's all about fragment and how to navigate through our fragment, how to use the Jetpack navigation component, and how to use the navigation graph. So that's all about in this video. Thank you.